In today's readings for the Friday of the 29th week of Ordinary Time, we have a reminder of the theme of freedom and truth in today's readings. In the first reading, St. Paul reminds us, "I know that good does not dwell in me, that is in my flesh. The willing is ready at hand, but doing the good is not. For I do not do the good I want." Right here, immediately, St. Paul is identifying with every person. Every single one of us should be able to identify with what St. Paul is saying. Because I'm guessing we've all sinned before. There are only two people in this world that haven't sinned: Jesus and our Blessed Mother. And in this reality we live, the struggle to find the truth. In it, St. Paul explains this even further. "For I take delight in the law of God, in my inner self, but I see in my members another principle, at war with the law of my mind. Take me captive to the law of sin that dwells in my members." He's describing the struggle that we all share in, this struggle that sin entices us, concupiscence. But at the same time, we have our consciences that dictate to us, that remind us of the truth, that those things, while they might seem pleasurable, are not good for us in the long run. But who will deliver us? Is it ourselves? No. We must turn to Jesus, and St. Paul reminds us, who will deliver me from this mortal body? Who will deliver me from this sin, this desire to sin? He says, "Thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord," meaning Jesus is the answer. He is the one who frees us. This is only emphasized by King David in the Psalms, in which he says today, "Teach me wisdom and knowledge, for in your commands I trust." He's alluding to the fact that the law is not something that's forced on us, but rather the law is something that teaches us and leads us to do good. Later down in the responsorial psalm, he shares, "Let your compassion come to me that I may live. For your law is my delight." The law should train us to do what is good. And we begin by doing this over and over, making it a habit, which is a virtue. We become good. We do good, and we love that which is good. King David finishes the psalm here by saying, "I am yours. Save me. For I have sought your precepts." This is a description of as man struggles every day, which we can all relate to. As we struggle with this truth, we encounter Jesus and become more like him. And through this encounter, it also allows for us to grow deeply in love and service to our neighbor by loving the law, loving what is good, doing what we can every day. We not only serve Christ well, but we serve our neighbor well. In the gospel, Jesus starts off explaining how easy it is for the people of that time to look around and see the seasons, to know that rain is coming when the winds are blowing and the clouds change their colors. But he asks, "You know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky. Why do you not know how to interpret the present time?" Jesus is asking this question because the truth that guides our consciences is Jesus. He can be found there in every man's heart. And there, through that, he leads us in our ability to judge what is true and good. Now that he's come and revealed himself through the second person of the Trinity, Jesus, we are able to know the truth because the truth is a person we can dialogue with, come to know, and have as a teacher. So today, the church is asking us to look to Christ and challenging us to live in truth and love by modeling our lives after Jesus as we struggle in the day-to-day, trying to be more like Christ to serve both God and our neighbor.